The beauty of our coming here today and the organization and what we do is that we have a diversity of talent and specialties to bring to FOI, and we have Attorney McCutcheon, who can do things that none of the rest of us could do, and so that's his specialty, and he does a great job of it. He could be out chasing an ambulance today and making some money, and instead he's doing this with us. We appreciate that very much. And Dr. Lewis, he's done, I think, maybe more of school business. You heard him say this morning that he was fired because he spoke out and was speaking for FOI. Joined the club, Billy Ray. So his specialty is education, and he gave to me page 37 and 38, which is the nonprofits and our role in FOI, and I think that is my expertise because I happen to live in a city that, what would it be like to live in Arkansas without FOI? Living in Bella Vista is an example of that, and the way it happened and the way we got where we are, back in 1965, Cooper Communities bought this great vast piece of land. It's beautiful. Hills, trees, beautiful, you have to wait for the deer to get out of the road before you can get home, and they'll just hang around. Raccoons, you got foxes running through, birds of all kinds were almost an aviary, and it's just a beautiful place to live. And after being in the military for 30 years and pretty well around the world, my wife and I chose to live in Bella Vista because of its natural beauty. But when Cooper bought all this land, set up an organization and a nonprofit organization, 501c4, sell homes to people from up north, rich people, Yankees, have them come down and live in Bella Vista where they could fish, 7 lakes, 7 golf courses, dance at the country club on Saturday night. Beautiful place to live. And for 20 years, it was Shangri-La. But then, of course, these 70, 80-year-old retirees that came down and were living, they died. And the spouses went back north, and they sold these homes to young people who worked at Walmart, coming up at that time. And our population changed, and our demographics changed. And so in 2003, with half the people under the age of 50, we wanted to know some of the answers. Where was our money going? Because it was a property owners association, and they handled all the money. And so I went to the court, 2003, and asked, are we under FOI or not? Because at that time, really that was a big question. And the judge said, do you receive any federal funds, any public monies? And we said, no, it's all just assessments that comes from us. He said, then you're not under FOI. Well, not being under FOI, you can't ask any questions or anything, and you can't find out where your money's going, and it's just not a good governance to not be able to do that. And so we just went ahead and filed lawsuits like crazy, and today we're controlled by Cooper, and it's almost a company store type of atmosphere, and the drugstores, and grocery stores, and shopping centers, and everything, we're under the heel of Cooper. And we can't ask any questions. And so what we're doing right now is Architectural Control Committee have finally really abused us enough. They're appointed by Cooper, and there are 6 board members. 2 of them are Cooper members, family members, and F. Besor, who is the CEO of Cooper, why he is the head of things, and so they controlled the board and appointed by Cooper. There's no way for us to elect them, and we can't get rid of them as board members because they're appointed. And so they do whatever they want. And under FOI, and if they're not under FOI, they can do really just anything they want to do. So the latest thing was, January 1, they said no more white fences in Bella Vista. You cannot have a white fence. And if you don't get your fence down by January 1, we come by and we see you haven't, we'll fine you $50. And if we come by the next time, it's another $50. And every time we come by and you haven't complied, it's $50, and you're going to pay it until you finally get it down. And if you don't get it down then, we'll sue you. And so it's just not a good form of governance. And I just wanted to come and say today, if you'd like to know what Arkansas would look like if we weren't under the FOI, come to Bella Vista and talk to some of the people, because a lot of them are moving out. We got a lot of people who don't move to Bella Vista because of the governance. Even though it would be a beautiful place to live, it's not. And so what you do today in this group, we thank you very much, and we'll keep you posted on how things go in Bella Vista. Thank you.